Everyone else ready? Oh, it isn't? Okay. Oh, we can let the stream go live and then. Good evening. I'd like to welcome everyone to the Agoura Hills Planning Commission meeting. Please silence all cell phones and other electronic devices. If you wish to speak or submit a written public comment, please complete a comment card for each item and submit to the city clerk prior to the public meeting. Prior to the public comment section of tonight's meeting. I'm going to call the meeting to order. And will Commissioner Stein lead us in tonight's pledge? Great, and I believe before we take our roll call, we are going to move to issuing the oath of office. Is that correct? And right before us, we have our city clerk, Kimberly Rodriguez, to administer the oaths. Thank you.
Good evening. If you'd all please stand, raise your right hand, and repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of California against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of California, that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties upon which I'm about to enter. Congratulations to our newly appointed and our reappointed planning commissioners.
Fantastic. Great. Now that we're all reappointed and our new members appointed, I will defer to our city clerk for a roll call vote.
Thank you. Good evening. Commissioner Platzer. Commissioner Reinhardt.
Aye.
Commissioner Sharon.
Present.
Commissioner Stein.
Present.
Vice Chair Roth.
Here.
Vice Chair Roth, you have a quorum.
Great. And for the record, we have no excused absences tonight. Is that correct? Fantastic. Great. We will move on to the approval of tonight's agenda. Will the maker of the motion and second to approve the agenda state your names, please?
Commissioner Reinhardt makes a motion to approve the agenda.
Commissioner Stein seconds.
Great. I'll now defer to our city clerk for a roll call vote.
Commissioner Platzer. Commissioner Reinhardt.
Aye.
Commissioner Sharon.
Aye.
Commissioner Stein.
Aye.
Vice Chair Roth.
Aye.
Vice Chair Roth, you have approval 5-0.
Great, thank you. Next, we're going to move on to our public comment section. This section is reserved for persons wishing to speak on items not listed on the agenda that are under the subject matter jurisdiction of the Planning Commission. Public testimony is limited to 3 minutes per speaker, and a speaker's time may not be transferred to another speaker. Persons addressing the Planning Commission shall not engage in disorderly conduct that disrupts or otherwise impedes the orderly conduct of the meeting. I will now defer to our city clerk.
Thank you. We have not received any written comments or public speaker cards.
Great, moving along quickly. I will move to our consent calendar. This section is reserved for persons wishing to speak on items on the consent calendar. I will now refer back to our city clerk.
Thank you. We have not received any written comments or speaker cards.
Fantastic. Are there any questions from the commission on tonight's consent calendar? No? Seeing none, I will now call for a motion and a second to adopt the consent calendar.
Commissioner Sharon makes a motion to adopt the consent calendar.
Commissioner Stein seconds.
Great, thank you. I'll now defer to Kimberly again for our roll call vote.
Commissioner Platzer,
Aye.
Commissioner Reinhardt,
Aye.
Commissioner Sharon,
Aye.
Commissioner Stein,
Aye.
Vice Chair Roth.
Aye.
Vice Chair Roth, you have approval 5-0.
Great, thank you. We are going to move now to our discussion and action item for tonight's meeting. Before we move on to the selection of the Planning Commissioner Chair and Vice Chair for 2025, I will now defer to the City Clerk for any public comments.
Thank you. We have not received any written correspondence or speaker cards.
Great, thank you. At this time, I would like to call for nominations for Chair. Are there any? Oh, that's it. Call for nominations.
I would like to nominate Commissioner Roth.
Commissioner Stein seconds.
Perfect. Are there any further nominations for Chair tonight? Seeing none, great. So we have a motion by Commissioner Sharon and seconded by Commissioner Stein to nominate Vice Chair Roth for Chair. I will now defer to Kimberly, our City Clerk, for a roll call vote.
Commissioner Platzer,
Aye.
Commissioner Reinhardt,
Aye.
Commissioner Sharon,
Aye.
Commissioner Stein,
Aye.
Vice Chair Roth.
Weird, but aye.
Vice Chair Roth, you have approval 5-0.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. According to the note here, I'm also supposed to congratulate the new chair and pass the gavel, but that's been done. At this time, though, I would like to call for nominations for the vice chair for the Agoura Hill City Planning Commission.
I nominate Commissioner Reinhardt.
Commissioner Stein seconds.
Great. Are there any further nominations for tonight? Hearing none, we have a motion by Commissioner Sharon and seconded by Commissioner Stein to nominate Commissioner Reinhardt for vice chair. I will now defer to our city clerk for a roll call vote.
Commissioner Platzer,
Aye.
Commissioner Reinhardt,
Aye.
Commissioner Sharon,
Aye.
Commissioner Stein,
Aye.
Chair Roth.
Aye.
Chair Roth, you have approval 5-0.
Congratulations. Great. I think that sums the majority of our meeting up tonight. I'm going to defer to our city staff if they have any comments for this evening.
Thank you, Chair Roth. My name's Denise Thomas. I'm the Community Development Director. I had sent an email to your city emails asking for interest in the Planning Commissioners Academy. I only heard from one of you. So if you are interested, please send me an email. If you're not interested, please send me an email telling me you're not interested. If you are interested, just be mindful that we pay for the conference and the expenses. So if you opt to go, please actually go, because we can't get refunds, and we've had issues in the past where we've paid and it's quite costly, and when people back out at the last minute, it's a hit. So if you could please respond to me within the next week and let me know if you're interested in attending, that'll be great. Part of that academy happens at a regularly scheduled Planning Commission meeting. We will endeavor to keep that meeting empty so that whoever chooses to go won't miss the meeting. So that's the first thing. And for any of you that require a refresher and would like to have an onboarding refresher, feel free to reach out to me. And Commissioner Platzer, I would like to provide you with your onboarding sometime before the next meeting. So feel free to reach out to me and schedule some time. So with that, I don't have any other comments or questions or announcements.
Thank you. Any other comments from staff? Just a quick plug. I attended for my first year the conference, and I saw a lot of tremendous value. And obviously, our state changes laws every single year, and there's really good workshops and opportunities to learn more about how to conduct, planning commission meetings, et cetera. So I highly recommend it if you can make yourself available to do so. I'll move over to asking if there are any comments from our planning commission tonight.
Yeah, I'd like to just, I don't believe we have any like structural damage from the fires in the city of Agoura, but I do want to just wish everyone who's been affected by the fires in, the Palisades and throughout the Southern California area, like, we're wishing everyone the best, and it's a tough time, and, we'll get through it together.
Thank you. Any other comments tonight? Commissioner Platzer?
I'm honored to join the Planning Commission. I want to thank Councilman Chris Amstad and his fellow council members, and this last week has been difficult on all the residents of Los Angeles County. Although Agoura Hills was spared this time, we had a close call with the Kenneth Fire, and our firefighters are really true heroes. My family, and I know everyone, is very grateful, and I'll do my best as a new member of the Planning Commission, and just want to thank you guys.
Thank you. Any other comments? I'd like to just echo both of what you laid out. I know our city, while we weren't impacted, have been doing a number of things. We've hosted a charging center. I know that there was a lot of dignitaries here over the past few days, and there's just been a lot of presence, even though we haven't been affected. And I just want to thank city staff for all that you all have done and keeping the community aware and informed. All the council members, the city's social media have been very informative, and it's been very helpful just kind of navigating and dealing with everything that's been happening, even though it hasn't directly impacted us. So thank you to the city, and just very much looking forward to serving alongside you all for this term. And I think we've, over the past 2 years, some of us and now more of us all together have developed really good rapport and working with the community on matters that come before us. And I'm just looking forward to being able to lead our city in this effort with all of you. So appreciate the nomination tonight. Thank you. Great. I'm going to move to our adjournment. So the next regular Planning Commission meeting is scheduled for 6:30 p.m. on Thursday, February 6, 2025, in the City Council chambers of the Civic Center, located at 30, how do we say that? 30,001 Lady Face Court, Agoura Hills, California. The meeting is now adjourned.